Welcome to another edition of Attack TV. I'm your host, Sean Bisson, here with head coach Ryan McGill ahead of Wednesday night's home opener against the Hamilton Bulldogs. Ryan, before we talk about that game, looking back at the two losses this past weekend to Flint and Sarnia, what was missing for the guys in those games, and what do you think contributed to those losses?
Well, cohesiveness definitely wasn't there, and I think it's just a matter of guys trying to do too much, not playing as a group, and we just need to get back to, I think we need some more practices. Obviously, people will say that we had 10 days of practice, but that gets old in a hurry. I think you lose your focus a little bit when you have that much time, and hopefully this week we can have some real good solid practices to get ourselves back in the right direction.
Opening up on the road with having 5 and 6 rookies in the lineups, do you think that was a contributing factor to nervousness at all for those young guys?
Well, it's a learning point. I don't think there should be any nerves. I think we have enough veterans in the room that have the ability to show the way and lead by example. So biggest part for our weekend was we had guys trying to do way too much, and consequently when you don't play as a team, it looks bad for sure.
Now, speaking of veterans, Jacob Friend and Matt Schmalz are expected on their way back to Owen Sound today. What do those two inject into the lineup that can benefit the team tomorrow night?
Well, Jacob obviously gives us a solidified back end, gives us experience. He's a good player. Had a great year last year, has improved since day one of training camp, and I'm expecting him to come back from LA with a lot of confidence. Matt brings a physical presence, a size presence, a overage presence. Just gives you that added depth up front where we can put guys a little bit lower in the lineup where they can be successful. And
when you look at what happened this weekend going into tomorrow night's game, what do you think is going to be a big key for you guys to come away with the W on home ice?
Just, it's a cliche, but we just have to look no further ahead than our next shift, and we have to build on trying to be a simplified team and build on momentum shift to shift. And that's one of the things we didn't do this weekend, and I think we were way too many peaks and valleys, and if we could just get going in one direction and just kind of stay the course, we'd be fine.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for your time, Ryan.
Thank you.
This is my home. Been there about 12 years. This is the tree that once shaded my backyard. And here's what happened when a storm blew through our neighborhood. Oh man, what a disaster. Fortunately, my wife knew just who to call. The experts at Balfour. So to recap, my home before the storm, my home after the storm. Or the way I see it, my home before Balfour, my home after Balfour.
Balfour, your home, your life, our promise.